When people think about tragedy in Game of Thrones, they think of Ned Stark or Daenerys. But the most tragic story in the entire show belongs to one man. A man hated from the very first episode. A man everyone called a villain. A man who spent the entire story trying to become a hero, only to end exactly where he started. This is the tragedy of Jaime Lannister. When we first meet Jaime, he pushes a child out of a window. That single moment defines him. He becomes the Kingslayer, the arrogant knight, the man who broke every oath. Viewers instantly hate him, and that's intentional. Game of Thrones wanted us to judge him before we understood him because Jamie's story is about one thing: how reputation can destroy a person. Everyone calls him Kingslayer like it's an insult, but almost nobody knows the truth. The Mad King planned to burn King's Landing. Men, women, children, everyone. Jaime had two choices: keep his oath and let millions die, break his oath and save the city. He chose to save the city. He saved millions and was hated for it. This is where his tragedy truly begins. He did the right thing, but history called him a villain. Jamie's entire identity was built on one thing: being the greatest swordsman in Westeros. Then he loses his hand. In one moment, he loses his purpose, his pride, his reputation as a warrior. For the first time, Jaime is forced to become more than a fighter, and this is where his transformation begins. This is when fans started loving Jaime. His journey with Branny changed him. He began to protect the innocent, keep his promises, fight for honor instead of pride. He returns to King's Landing not as the old Jaime, but as someone trying to be better. He fights for the living. He knights Branny. He finally becomes the honorable knight he always wanted to be. For 7 seasons, we watch one of the greatest redemption in TV history, and it felt like Jaime was finally become a true hero. But tragedy isn't about growth; it's about falling after growth. Then came the moment that broke fans. Jaime leaves Winterfell and goes back to Cersei. After everything, after the redemption, after the growth, after becoming a better man, he returns to the very person who destroyed him. Why? Because Jaime's greatest weakness was never swords or enemies. It was love. His love for Cersei was toxic, destructive, unbreakable. He knew she was evil. He knew she was dangerous, but he could never escape her. And that's the definition of tragedy. Knowing the right path, but being unable to follow it. Jaime doesn't die a hero. He dies in the arms of the woman who caused most of his suffering, buried under the Red Keep, the same place where his story began. No glory, no heroic ending, no redemption in the eyes of the world, just silence. After everything he did, history will still remember him as the Kingslayer. One of the most powerful themes in Game of Thrones is the gap between reputation and reality. And no character represents this better than Jaime Lannister. From the moment we meet him, the world has already decided who Jaime is: a traitor, a Kingslayer, a dishonorable knight. But the audience slowly learns something important. Jaime didn't become a villain because of his actions. He became a villain because of how the world chose to remember his actions. History in Westeros isn't written by heroes, it's written by survivors. And Jaime never cared enough to define himself. He never told the world why he killed the Mad King. He never explained that he saved millions of lives. He allowed the insult Kingslayer to define him because deep down Jaime believed something tragic. What people think about you eventually becomes who you are. And over time, Jaime started living up to the villain everyone believed him to be. Jaime's journey truly changes when he meets Dany. Dany represents everything Jaime secretly wished he could be: honor, royalty, duty. She believes in the idea of knights. Jaime knows the truth about them. Their journey together forces Jaime to confront the man he used to be and the man he wants to become. For the first time in his life, someone sees him as more than the Kingslayer. Dany doesn't care about his reputation. She cares about his actions. And this changes Jaime more than any war ever could. When Jaime knights Dany before the Battle of Winterfell, it becomes one of the most emotional moments in the entire series because in that moment Jaime finally becomes the knight he always wanted to be, not in the eyes of the world but in the eyes of someone who truly understands him. Many fans were angry when Jaime returned to Cersei, but from a tragic storytelling perspective, this decision makes painful sense. Jaime and Cersei were not just lovers, they were twins, raised together, bound together since birth. Cersei wasn't just someone Jaime loved, she was the only person who had loved him since childhood. And that kind of bond is incredibly hard to break. Jaime's entire life was shaped around protecting her, fighting for her, loving her. Even when he became a better man, a part of him still belonged to her. And tragedy often comes from the part of ourselves we can never fully escape. Jaime's ending isn't heroic, it isn't satisfying, it isn't the ending fans wanted, but it is deeply tragic. Jaime dies saving the woman he loves, but falling to save himself. He spent his life trying to become a better man, and in the end, he proved that change is not always a straight line. Sometimes people grow, sometimes they fall back, sometimes they do both, and that's what makes Jaime one of the most human characters in the entire show. Friends, subscribe for more epic breakdowns.